which is kind of weird because I was sick and they didn't tell me to stay home. They told, you know, like they didn't turn me around or anything. So I just thought that was just kind of weird. Like, I'm like, huh? The struggle is real up here.
Baby, 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 you driving me wild, you driving me so crazy. Got me acting out, got me tryna stay sober. Wanted your love and I'm out here hungover. You made me wanna take you to London, Paris. Times were cherished.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is London Tay coming to you today with another video. Today's video is gonna be like a get ready with me. I'm going to do my makeup. Not gonna do my hair. My hair is kind of already done, as you can see from the title. I'm just updating you guys on what's going on with me when it comes to this virus that's going around, when it comes to postpartum shedding, when it comes to my almost 6-month-old son. If you don't already know, my name is London Tay, but my real name is Taylor, and we do give hugs around here. Not those little pat on the back hugs. We give squeeze hugs, okay? So you guys know that we care for one another. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a good old tight hug, and we can just go ahead and continue and proceed, okay? We give hugs around this mug, okay? So without further ado, let me just go ahead and jump right into the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Comment below if you guys are a little nervous about getting off of this quarantine thing. I know I am. I think I'm still going to be in quarantine for a while because I'm still nervous. So like I said, comment below if you guys are nervous as well. And it kind of feels a little weird to kind of go back to normal life, okay? So like I said, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Bye guys. Mwah. Hey my beautiful people, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the get ready with me, and I'm also going to just tell you guys a little bit of personal life. And I'm just getting a baby wipe because I had like some mascara on the other day and we've been trying to get it off. So I think we're down to the last part where it's basically gone. So I've recorded this a couple times and I just didn't like the content because I feel like it just gave too much information and too much room for people to judge. So I just decided to make it more casual, do a get ready with me, and don't do a whole video dedicated to it because I just don't want to give it too much energy and I don't want to give it too much power, you know? So I'm just going to go ahead and do my makeup, and I'm going to use the Mario Bedescu facial spray with the aloe. Just to give my skin some hydration. I do have oily skin, but you know, you always need to hydrate your skin. I don't have my mic today, so I hope you guys can hear me. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my hair, y'all. I am 5 months postpartum and I am having some crazy postpartum shedding. My hair is falling out in clumps. It is no joke, okay? You go through pregnancy, whether it was good or bad, it's still a journey. And all the products will be listed in the description box below. You go through pregnancy, you go through birth, and you're hoping and you're thinking that that's like the roughest part, and then you're struggling with weight gain, and you're struggling with getting back to your body and getting back to yourself, and then you go through postpartum shedding, like hair shedding, y'all. My hair is shedding so bad. I almost think I need to cut it, and I know it looks normal to you guys right now. Like this is all my hair, and I got it in 2 braids, but that's really the only style I'm comfortable doing with my hair, like very low manipulation styles, because of some of the fact that it's shedding so bad. Oh my god, it's shedding so bad. Oh, I always put powder after my primer because I have oily skin, and I feel like it works. I feel like it combats the oil. So, and the sponge is damp. But yes guys, it's shedding so bad. I'm trying a new routine. Like I'm using like the Dew Growth oil, and I'm really not doing much to it, just to get it, just to try, y'all, just to try to get it to like not shed so much. But I don't know, like I'm struggling right now. I'm pretty sad about it because my hair actually reached my waist. It actually reached my waist this year, and I'm just like, oh, I feel like I just kind of did it for no reason. grew my hair for 7 years to reach waist length, and it was for no reason, y'all. That's what it feels like. I breastfeed. I exclusively breastfeed, so I know that has a lot to do with it. It's been shedding since I reached 3 months postpartum, so it's been shedding for a good 2 months. And I'm still taking my prenatals. I never stop, y'all. I may stop for a couple days, but I never stop to the point where like it should be shedding the way it's shedding, you know? And I did lose all my baby weight. I gained basically 40 pounds. Some days I'm on a diet, some days I'm not. Here and there I do, but not too often. I'm greedy, so that diet shit don't work for me. You know, it ain't my thing. It ain't my thug thizzle. I like to call it like a little lifestyle change to make me feel better, because that diet stuff knowing that I'm on a diet, it's like my body automatically craves the wrong shit. And just because it knows I'm trying to eat better, struggle. It's real up out here. And like I said, I do exclusively breastfeed, you know, because I work from home, so it's honestly just way easier just to kind of pop it out and kind of give it to them, you know. I'm gonna be honest. I think that bottle thing really made me struggle when it comes to the newborn stage, because getting up out of bed when you're super tired in the middle of the night and fixing a bottle is like the worst for me. Like that was one of the worst parts, honestly. It seems so simple, but when you're so tired and all you want to do is just try to get some sleep, like having to fix the bottle is like the last thing that you're trying to do. If you're a new mom, I know you know what I'm talking about, y'all. Like it's a struggle. But like I said, he's 5.5 months, so it's gotten so much easier, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm really enjoying motherhood. Like I'm able to like kind of sit back and enjoy a lot more. Like it's just been such a joy. He's getting so big, and you know the breastfed babies be big, you know, and he's big, y'all. Like he's 5 months, so and he's well over 20 pounds. I think he's like 22 pounds. I haven't weighed him in a good while, but he a big boy. He is so heavy, y'all. He's just so heavy. But he was so small when he was born, y'all. He was only 6 pounds 3 ounces. And then when he left the hospital, he was only 5 pounds. 5 pounds 14 ounces or 13 ounces. And we basically was like starving him and didn't know it. He wanted to eat, and we did. We went by the rules of every 2 hours. But my baby was eating way more often than every 2 hours. And we did not know what was wrong with him. Like, we was like, we just fed him. Like, we just fed him. How is he already still hungry? So I really feed him on demand. When he wants to eat, I feed him. Period. And he fat. And breastfeeding was like one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And it's something that's so natural, so you would think it would be so easy to do, y'all. But it is so hard. Like, in the hospital, he would not latch whatsoever. It literally took my son a month and a half to latch. And that was me stopping and pumping. One day he was crying really bad, and I was like, you know what? I wish I could just latch him real quick and not have to worry about no bottle, because he was so impatient when it came to food, y'all. Not playing no games. Like screaming on top of his lungs. No let up, sweating, screaming. I ended up trying to latch him, and he actually started to latch. Like, he's perfect with it now. Like, he is a freaking OG. Like, he know what he's doing. Okay? But yes, y'all, so the quarantine life for me has been very, very interesting. I feel like I've already been in quarantine. Like, my pregnancy, I barely went anywhere, first of all, because I was just so tired. And I feel like my youth, I've always been on the go. I'm an on the go type of person. And so me sitting home most of my pregnancy was completely fine with me. And then I work from home, so I'm always home anyway. So it really didn't make me much of a difference. Same old shit, just a different day, you know? But now it's kind of getting to me, because I was used to those like quick little store runs just to get a break, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm just terrified to go to the store. I don't know how long this quarantine stuff is about to last, but I'm still scared to go to the store. Like, I need to give it another few weeks, you know, another few weeks for me to feel comfortable. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I just need a couple more weeks. It's crazy that I say that. The reason why it's crazy, because I've already had an experience with the coronavirus. So crazy, y'all. Like, I'm about to get into that story. I'm going to get into that tea. A lot of people have lost their lives, and a lot of families have lost family members in regards to this, and I my prayers are definitely goes out to those people and their families, because I know this has just been such a crazy time, like something that nobody ever expected. It's just something that just kind of happened out of nowhere. Like, I know everybody feels like that. It just like sprung out of nowhere, and our whole life changed literally overnight. It affected literally the whole world. You couldn't escape it. You couldn't go anywhere to like not feel the drift of the whole change of how things were, you know. I'm gonna do my brows, and I'm gonna kind of tell you guys what my experience with the coronavirus was like. So yeah, like hopefully this quarantine is like a blessing in disguise for a lot of people. I definitely did my good deeds and paid it forward, you know, for people that I knew that were struggling during this time. And I hope people that are more fortunate did the same thing, you know, because it was needed. I'm sure many of you guys clicked on this video for what I'm about to talk about, and that's fine. I actually did a dedicated video for what I'm about to talk about. I deleted it. I didn't post it or anything because I just felt like it was too much information. So like I said, I just deleted the video when I was like giving super deep details about it. But I am going to talk about it, and I'm going to tell you guys my symptoms, and I'm going to talk about my experience with the hospital. But that's about it. I'm not going to tell you guys what hospital I went to, the doctor, or none of that information. I also was going to post like my results and things on here. I think it's actually illegal because it's like HIPAA policy. You're not supposed to like show people your test results or whatever the case may be. So I'm not even going to go that far into it. But one thing I can say is I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys like the general what happened. So basically about it's going on 3 weeks now. I started to get sick. Didn't too much think nothing of it. Got chills for a couple nights during the weekend, Saturday and a Sunday. By Monday I had a cough. Didn't too much think too much of it. Now when I did get my cough, I did start to think a little different because I don't get sick pretty much ever. Me coughing is a little weird. I have allergies, but I don't cough during my allergies. I sneeze. But me developing a tickle in my throat and a cough was a little odd for me. Now I can't say that those last like those 2-3 weeks my body was doing all types of stuff. I was just chucking it up to me still, you know, being postpartum. The cough wasn't heavy, the cough wasn't persistent. But as time started going by, as the days started going by, the cough did become more persistent. I was like, okay. Not gonna lie, I did think about the coronavirus, and I was just like, oh, you know, I hope that's not what it is. Or whatever. We're just gonna see how my body goes or what my body does in regards to it, because I'm considered healthy. I don't have any underlying issues or anything like that. Like I said, and I barely get sick, so I wasn't too much worried or thinking too much into it. Then the cough started getting worse. Now I started to get a headache. The cough started on Monday. By Tuesday I was getting a headache on and off. Wasn't persistent or anything. I wasn't running a fever or anything like that either. So yeah, so the cough started getting worse. By Wednesday, the cough was pretty intense. Like I said, it still wasn't all day, every day I was coughing. It was just maybe twice an hour I was coughing. I was getting, at that point I had got chest congestion, almost like, you know, you have a lot of mucus in your chest and in your throat. You're just trying to cough it out, but nothing really was coming out. Sometimes it would. Sometimes it was orange mucus. Sometimes it was yellow. Sometimes it was green, and sometimes it was clear. Now, as throughout the day, the color would change. Yeah. So I did develop a runny nose that day as well. So by Wednesday night, I had a runny nose. You know, I still had mucus in my throat, in my chest. I still had a cough and a headache that was on and off. Now, Thursday morning, I started off the same way. I was okay. I did start remedies around that time. You know, when you're breastfeeding, your body does produce antibodies. So what I started doing was I started drinking lemon ginger tea every 3 to 4 hours as needed. That would definitely subside my cough. And honestly, I was I would put breast milk into my tea because I knew my body was producing antibodies to protect my kid who was breastfeeding. So I would put that in there, and I would squeeze some fresh lemon and fresh honey into my tea, and I was literally taking that back to back every 3 to 4 hours. I honestly needed to take it because it was helping my cough. Okay, so Thursday, the day started the same, coughing here and there, but honestly I felt pretty fine by Thursday. Now here, that's about what, five days after basically started to get the chills. But by Thursday night, that's when everything kind of went downhill. That Thursday night though, that's when everything started to get bad. I ended up getting a fever. I got the chills back again. I ended up getting a fever, and the fever was increasing every 20 minutes. So it was increasing like 0.2 degrees every 20 minutes. So I was monitoring it. And at that time I was getting chills. I ended up getting fatigue. I ended up getting really, really tired that night. I was having stomach cramps. I was having heart palpitations. My chest was feeling tight. So I was like, dang, am I having anxiety attack because I'm feeling bad? Or is like my chest really feeling tight? But then I checked my fever, and I realized that I'm actually sick. It was about like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Oh my God, I don't want nothing to happen while my baby's here. Like, that was just super scary for me, and I was really not trying to go through something like that. You know, like, who was gonna have my baby if I just like passed out? I feel like I was gonna pass out. So like I said, my boyfriend wasn't home at the time, so you know, I was calling him, letting him know how I felt, that I wanted to go to the ER to get tested and things like that, and to you know, like, hurry and come get me. So it took him about 30 minutes to come get me, or 45 minutes to come get me. I'm on the phone with my mom, trying to pack my baby's bag, because I'm like, yo, you know, I hear these stories like, you know, if you're feeling bad, you're doing bad, that they're gonna quarantine you and they're gonna make you stay in the hospital and all that stuff. So I was very nervous about that, so scared. My boyfriend ended up getting there. He ended up coming over there with a mask, because I was like, yo, I think I got corona. Like, you know, if I got it and I've been sick for 5 days, I'm pretty sure you got it, okay? So we go to the ER. Yeah, so they don't even let you go into the ER. They got my blood pressure outside in the tent. They got my oxygen levels. They just like got my normal information, asked me have I been around someone that had it, etc, etc. Told them no, as far as I'm concerned. After they do that, they send you around to the back to the direct like rooms where you are basically going to get, you know, tested, and you know, you're gonna get evaluated to see what's going on with you. One thing was odd to me though, the ER was like completely empty. There was not anyone in there. And then I asked them, like, you know, have they been busy? Are they scared about what's going on? They was just like, they haven't been busy and things, which I thought was kind of odd, because I was like, dang, I thought like it would be like super packed or something. Like, what they were doing was they were telling people that if they were sick, to basically stay home or whatever, which is kind of weird, because I was sick and they didn't tell me to stay home. They don't, you know, like, they didn't turn me around or anything. So I just thought that was just kind of weird. Like, I'm like, huh? People are sick, why would you tell them to stay home? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess to prevent any spread, but I'm just like, they're there because, you know, of them not feeling well and what's going on. Why wouldn't they be allowed to come to the ER? But like I said, I get the protocol. You don't want to bring it to people or whatever. So yeah. So when I went in there, you know, they was asking me questions, etc, etc. And he basically told me, like, you know, after just, you know, diagnosed me with the respiratory infection. And I'm not gonna go into like details about what we talked about and everything like that. But he basically like diagnosed me at that time with the respiratory like infection. Like, you know, but you know, like with the coronavirus testing, they say it take days for them to know. So I wasn't gonna get any results that day anyway. Put the glue on your lash line, like them things are on there, okay? Some lower lash. This is the final look. I know it's a little different than what I normally do, but I think it turned out really, really well. I'm going to change my shirt, put some earrings in, and then I will be back so you guys can see everything kind of put together with my little braid pigtails. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is how my makeup on my eye looks. The pink eyeliner adds a little bit of flair to it. I got this necklace from Rainbow. This top is just a normal oversized jean top that I got from Goodwill a couple years ago, and I just tied it and put it over my shoulder. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next upload. Bye guys. Mwah.